Hi everyone, this is Marty coming to you with another video live from Lucknow in India. Today is Wednesday, March the 25th, and as of today, India is in complete lockdown for 21 days. Only essential staff such as hospital workers, police, media personnel are allowed to go to work. Everybody else should remain at home. Now I'm going to share with you my experience of what it means to me about being in isolation. I think in some ways it's been a blessing in disguise, because if I were at home in the UK living with two parents and they had to go into complete lockdown, if I was to leave the home, come back in again, I would always have to be conscious of bringing back contaminants in some form. So therefore, looking at washing our hands, let's think about what it means to wash our hands. We've been given guidelines by the government. They have told us about the importance of washing our hands for 20 seconds at least with soap, water or a sanitizer. Now we understand why we have to wash our hands, but the need is more important. The need, why is there a need? Well, if you think about it, we regularly touch our face using our hands. We touch our nose, our mouth, our eyes, our ears. We even may touch our hair if we have any. And if our hands have become contaminated from being outside, we contaminate ourselves and then bring that into the home. So we need to think on these lines, and it does take a lot of thinking about. Now we all do find ourselves in a similar situation. We come to terms with the reality of what the world is going through now. Whether you're in India, whether in the UK, whatever country, we're all in the same boat. So the sooner we accept this and we think about our health, what the government guidelines are concerning isolation, social distancing, washing our hands, then we will remain healthy. And also then we can start focusing on other people who have needs. If we think of just helping one person, imagine what a difference that could make. So therefore, I'll share with you my experience of being locked down in Lucknow and how I can sort of be more productive myself. Because otherwise I'll just go stir crazy. I have to think about what I can do, how I can help another person. Well, I can't leave the home for a start. I have to do that inside the home. There are children here who can't go to school, so I can be of assistance to them with their lessons because I can teach them English. So I can be productive in that sense. If I were back home in the UK, how could I have been productive? Well, first of all, I would have met the needs of the parents, and then I could have focused on one other person, and I'm sure I could have found a neighbour, a friend who needed shopping or medicine. I could have done that shopping for them. I could have then taken it to their home, and how I would have dealt with it would have been leaving the shopping on their doorstep, doing the social distancing. They can come out and collect the shopping. I could speak to them obviously from a distance, but I would recommend to them about having a bowl of water and soap ready to wash their hands. The reason is, once they pick up the bag of shopping, then that might be contaminated. So therefore, going back into the home, they need to go straight to the sink and immediately wash their hands. If they've turned the tap on with a contaminated hand, they need to think about wiping the tap. The best thing to do would be wipe down all the items that I purchased or anybody has purchased, and throw the bag away, then wash their hands again. So it does require a lot of thinking about. It does seem really long-winded, but the thing is, what most of us have now is time on our hands to think about these things. Now this situation is evolving by the day. We're getting new guidelines, new advice from the government on a daily, hourly basis. That's just life. So the best thing to do is to take on board what the government is telling us. Prevention is better than cure. So remember, stay safe, isolate, and take the advice of the government. Bye.